Good evening. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television live from this news center here with the 7 o'clock news bulletin. But first, the headlines. His Excellency, the Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs, presides over a ceremony to honor the winners of Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran competition. The Ibri main electricity plant is opened with an investment of 64 million Omani riyals. And the Ministry of Housing approves a new 55 schemes that include around 20,000 land plots for various uses. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. Signed by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Excellency Nasser bin Hamoud Al-Kindi, Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs, presided today over the honoring ceremony of the winners in Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran competition in its 28th round at Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in Bushehr. His Eminence Sheikh Ahmed bin Hamad Al-Khalili, Grand Mufti of the Sultanate, and His Excellency Habib bin Mohammed Al-Riyami, Secretary General of the Sultan Qaboos Higher Center for Culture and Science, delivered speech on this occasion, stressing the importance of Quran memorization. The competition is participated in the contents. The number of participants this year reached 2,030 from all governorates of the Sultanate. Oman Electricity Transmission Company held a ceremony to mark the opening of Ibri main power station, which is considered one of the leading projects in the Sultanate. The two-phase project was built at a cost of 64 million Omani riyals. The first phase was the construction works of the plant, while the second one was the overhead power lines. The voltage of the plant is 400 over 220 kilovolts and will play a vital role in transmission of electricity to areas in various governorates of the Sultanate. The construction works of the plant cost around 23 million Omani riyals. The overhead power lines, which link Ibri electricity transmission plant to Izki plant at a length of 220 kilometers, cost around 41 million Omani riyals. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Khalaf bin Salim Al-Ishaqi, Wali of Ibri. The Ministry of Housing approved new 55 housing schemes in various governorates of the Sultanate. The schemes include around 20,000 land plots for various uses. The Ministry throughout the past 4 years approved more than 220,000 land plots for various usages. The approvals of the new schemes come within the governorate's plan to fulfill citizens' needs for housing. The approving also comes to achieve social and economic sustainability in various governorates of the Sultanate. According to statistics issued by the Technical Committee for Urban Planning, 14 schemes were approved in the governorate of Ad-Dakhiliya, which includes 4,700 land plots for various uses. The Technical Committee also approved 8 schemes in the South Sharqiya governorates, which include more than 4,600 plots. The committee as well approved 6 schemes in North Sharqiya Governorate, which include 2,040 land plots. It also approved 13 schemes in Al-Zahira Governorate, which have over 5,000 land plots. 2 schemes were also approved in South Al-Batina Governorate, which includes 300 plots, whilst in North Al-Batina Governorate, 6 schemes were approved, which include over 1,400 plots. In the Far Governorate, the committee approved 1 scheme which included 97 land plots. In the Governorate of Musandam, 1 scheme was approved and included 50 land plots. In the Governorate of Musandam, 1 scheme was approved which has 425 plots. The Technical Committee also approved 1 scheme in Al-Buraimi Governorate, which has over 711 plots. 1 scheme was approved in Al-Wusta Governorate, which has 94 plots. The main committee for Agial College projects reviewed the important implemented works in College Projects Plan 2018. The works included amendments on bachelor programs, documents of the college, preparing draft of the college regulation, in addition to prepare the establishment schemes for the college facilities. The meeting also discussed aspects of the projects plan for 2019 and estimated cost of implement each aspects of this plan. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Saud Al Bimani, Chairman of the Sultan Qaboos University. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin. Towards a family fully aware of Islamic jurisprudence, a forum is held in the Governorate of Dakhiliya. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. An electronic reading system for vehicle numbers to track information about its owner will be implemented very soon. The system will enable policemen to track wanted persons for security or judicial reasons. This was revealed during the 4th Forum of Heads of Execution Divisions. The event was held under the theme, the role of Royal Oman Police in the imposed implementation on procedures. The forum highlighted the types of forced executions such as evacuation cases, real estate seizure, travel ban and opening of closed areas. Special Economic Zone Authority in Duqm, Seaside, signed a memorandum of understanding with Oman Broadband Company OBC to provide infrastructure of fiber optics in economic zone, aiming to have high-speed internet services from licensed telecommunication providers in the Sultanate. The memorandum was signed from Seaside side by His Excellency Yahya bin Saeed Al Jabri, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the authority, while it was signed from OBC side by His Excellency Saeed bin Hamdoun Al Harthi, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Transport and Telecommunications for Ports and Marine Affairs and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the company. On its 4th meeting of the year, the Board of Directors of Civil Service Pension Fund approved projects of funds income, operational and capital budget for 2019. The meeting also reviewed performance indicators which included cash flow and performance of funds investments until end of the October and status of implementing investments plan approved for current year, in addition to follow up the status of funds project currently being implemented. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service, Deputy Chairman of the Board of Directors. The Technical Committee for E-Census for Residence Housing and Establishments 2020, during its 5th meeting, reviewed the updates of the project's time period aimed to spread data and statistical indicators by the end of 2020. The meeting also discussed the current situation of the projects and progress achieved by work teams in refining quality of the data, its comprehensive connectivity of the achieved stages of the project, and the level of progress in building E-Census 2020. The meeting also stressed the importance of updating data with the concerned bodies. The tourism representation offices intensify their efforts to promote for the touristic potentials of the Sultanate while targeting the global tourism market. The offices affiliated to the Minister of Tourism are distributed in 14 countries. These offices work on scheduling or shedding light on the natural beauty, civilization aspects and historical landmarks of the Sultanate to attract tourists from around the world. It's worth mentioning that the number of tourists coming from Italy increased by 131.2% in the first quarter of 2018 to reach around 36,000. Meanwhile, around 1.3 million tourists visited the Sultanate last year. The tourism strategy in the Sultanate seeks to increase the number of tourists in the Sultanate so as to reach 11 million by 2040. The Minister of Health is moving forward to disseminate awareness among the segments of the society, especially youths, about the dangers of drugs, narcotics and AIDS diseases. This is being carried out through awareness campaign in various wilayas of the Sultanate. In the wilayah of Barka, an awareness campaign was conducted with the participations with various bodies concerned. An excursion was also held as part of the initiative that showcased a lot of information about the dangers of the disastrous impact of drugs on individuals and the whole society. Towards a family fully aware of the Islamic jurisprudence, forum in the Governorate of Al-Dakhiliyah reviewed various topics related to jurisprudence, family awareness and marriage. It was presided by His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Khalifa bin Hamad Al-Saadi, Governor of Al-Dakhiliyah. More details in the following report by our colleague Saleh Al-Rahbi.
Over a period of 4 days, 9 different working papers are presented at the forum towards a family fully aware of the Islamic jurisprudence to familiarize the participants with the marital life and the foundations upon which it is built, the laws and regulations concerning weddings and the relationship before engagement, and other topics that contribute to family stability.
We have devoted this forum towards the family fully aware of the Islamic jurisprudence due to the importance of the family in the building of society and to increase religious awareness regarding the family Islamic rules.
The paper I present is about the reality of love and affection among family members. We want to clarify that love in Islam, whether from the father or the mother, is the fuel for growth of the family.
The forum includes an exhibition specially dedicated for the brides to enlighten the newly married and those who are planning to get married with all that makes a successful marital life in line with the family Islamic jurisprudence.
We are holding the bride exhibition to educate the girls yet to marry and the married ones on the importance and sacredness of the marital relationship, as well as the skills that women must possess in the family.
The counseling sessions of the forum revealed some statistics related to the family and social aspects, where the comparison of divorce documents between 2016 and 2017 recorded an increase in divorce cases by 3.5%. This forum endeavors to develop the religious awareness among family members in order to contribute to building their societies effectively. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh Bukhalfan Al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliyah, Governorate.
You're watching the Sultanate of Oman Television, and now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the governorates of Al-Buraymi, Al-Zahira and South Sharqiya. Clear to partly cloudy skies are expected over the coast of the Sea of Oman with chances of scattered rainfall. Winds will be northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. More details on your screen. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Excellency, the Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs presides over a ceremony to honor the winners of Sultan Qaboos Holy Quran competition. The Ibrahim electricity plant is opened with an investment of 64 million Omani riyals. And the Ministry of Housing approves a new 55 schemes that include around 20,000 land plots for various uses. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team and myself, we do thank you for joining us. Wish you a pleasant evening and good night.